name is Juliet Williams, and I am a professor of gender studies at UCLA. I am also the very, very proud chair of the Master of Social Science program. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all here today to our very first virtual commencement for the UCLA Master of Social Science program. And while I do regret that we are not able to all gather in person to celebrate the accomplishment of our graduates, I am absolutely delighted that so many of you can be joining us today via Zoom and YouTube, phone, and other devices. So I want to warmly welcome all of you here with us to share in the celebration of this incredible cohort of students. We have a wonderful program for you today, so let's get right to it. We're going to begin today with the world premiere of a video message to our graduates from the faculty and staff in the UCLA Master of Social Science program. And this video has been produced by our cinematographer extraordinaire, Paul Connor, whom I sincerely thank. Hi, everybody. Congratulations, MaSS class of 2020. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. So it's commencement, and all of the faculty and staff in the MaSS program are very excited to have the opportunity to send messages and well wishes to each and every one of you who are graduating, and I'm certainly very honored to be part of this as well. It can sometimes feel like a world away to think back to September, and I can honestly say I didn't think things were going to go exactly the way they've turned out. But, you know, some things were clear in the fall and have stayed true all the way until this wonderful day of commencement. And chief among them is my conviction and the conviction of everybody who's had the opportunity to work with the MaSS class of 2020, that you are all just the most wonderful and inspiring cohort. And we all feel so proud and honored to have the opportunity to have worked with you throughout this entire year. I've been doing some thinking as the year has come to an end about what I will remember most about all of you and about the academic year that we are now amazingly completing. And I think that one of the things that's always going to stand out for me is how incredibly open-minded and open-hearted all of you are. It's been an incredible joy and inspiration throughout this year to watch each of you coming into our program from all different places in the world and all different kinds of academic backgrounds, and to see the way in which you've gotten to know each other and to work with our faculty and to develop new interests and deepen long-standing ones. And all the while, all of you have done it with such an incredibly good-natured openness to everything that has come your way. So the elephant in the room, of course, would be COVID-19 having come all of our way. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, this isn't something I anticipated when I took on being the chair of this program. But I can say that there is no group of individuals I can imagine having come through this with so much stronger than it is with all of you. You all recall, I'm sure, that throughout this entire spring we've had weekly Zoom sessions with the wonderful Tammy and the wonderful Christy and the wonderful Paul and all of you to touch base, to share our scores on our attitudes about school and about life. And I really, really want all of you to know that as important as those sessions, I hope, have been for all of you, they have been absolutely a highlight for me. I leave every single Zoom encounter just grateful and inspired that I can be part of the community that all of you have created. And you should all feel incredibly proud of yourselves as individuals and as a community for how you've come together in the face of this absolutely unprecedented challenge. And on top of all of that, you all have thrown yourself into this incredibly intense and rigorous academic training. It's really amazing. You've gotten through this crisis, but you've also learned an immense amount in an incredibly short period of time. And we all could not be more proud of all of your academic accomplishments. We're so excited to see what the next chapter holds for each and every one of you. So while it is customary on the occasion of a commencement for the speaker to try to think of ways to inspire the class of graduates, I must humbly submit that this year, more than I ever could have imagined, it's really me that is the one that's inspired by all of you. I wish you all the very best. I feel excited to live in the world that you create. You are brilliant, you are committed, you are capable of everything. I am with you always, as I always like to say. You know, if it's 6 months or 6 years or 16 years from now and you want a letter of recommendation or just somebody to throw ideas around with, that's me. I'm always here for you, and I'm very much looking forward to all that the future holds for each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Dear MaSS cohort, I'm very excited to congratulate you on completing the MaSS program and graduating with a Master in Social Science from UCLA. You have accomplished a lot this year. It has been sometimes challenging, sometimes stressful, very stressful, sometimes rewarding, and ultimately, I hope that you feel that you are prepared for what lies ahead. This year has been very special for me in many reasons, one of which is our new community-based research course. The aim of the course, as you know, was to offer you a real-world, hands-on research experience while benefiting a community organization in LA. There were challenges in different stages of the research projects, from figuring out the needs of the organization, understanding the possible scope of the research, and executing the study, to writing the final reports. And I know that it took forever and many, many drafts. You have overcome the challenges at every step, displaying patience, determination, and motivation. I want to thank you for the enthusiasm and care that you brought to the research projects and to the communities you worked with. It was a huge success. I don't think that I can not mention, or I avoid mention, COVID-19. It will forever be part of your MaSS experience. I know that it has been difficult to transition from spending so much time together as a cohort, learning and studying together in our lounge, working together in groups, sharing a laugh and some beer and chocolate and pretzels too, to being isolated in our own homes and rooms with Zoom as the window to the world, to learning and to human contact. But you all persevered and managed not to let these weird and challenging times stop you from remaining engaged and interested and exploring and learning, and from staying committed to your studies. I am sure that the uncertainty of the future is on your mind. While it will take a while for the world and our way of life to return to some normalcy, I know that you are well prepared for what is to come. You are better prepared than you think. Grad school has prepared you for project management. You have learned to be efficient and effective. Getting a job is a lot less about the things you know and a lot more about how you know them. You have learned to synthesize information, to apply knowledge to diverse situations, to examine ideas from various perspectives, to challenge meanings, and to think creatively. You have a strong toolkit at your disposal. As you graduate from MaSS and leave for your next adventure, you take with you the tools and skills you have acquired while being in the program, as well as new ways of seeing and understanding the world we live in. I hope that you will use these tools and understanding to do good and make a difference. While it is hard not to celebrate your graduation in person, I look forward to gathering together for a big celebration as soon as it is possible. Today, I reversed the scoring system we've used all year so that I scored 10 on being super happy and proud of all of you and your accomplishments. I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. See you soon.
Felicidades, felicitación. I'm Lauren Derby, although you know me, of course, as Robin. I'm sorry that you have been robbed of a proper graduation ceremony with all the trimmings. However, this too shall pass, and you may even end up feeling that this is refreshingly distinctive since it's absolutely not your garden variety graduation. I've learned so much from you about so many things, from the lack of toilet access in India and its risks to women's health and safety, to the experience of intersubjectivity in meditation, the limits of Black feminism for internet communities of Gen X Latinx women, the invisibility of at-risk youth in detention centers, how the coronavirus has boiled over this long-standing simmering tensions between Taiwan and China, the recent surge and social mapping of COVID conspiracy theories, the vulnerabilities of the homeless during pandemics, and the role of repression in political legitimation in Romania and Argentina, among many other fascinating topics. You've inspired me by your curiosity, your stamina, your ethos of hard work, and your capacious range of research methods. It has been said that the virus is a searchlight that just lays everything bare. Let us hope that for this planet and ourselves, that we have the courage to find a way forward that is more balanced and equitable and fair. But finding a new path forward will require courage, the strength of conviction, and a critical lens, skills that I know you have honed in the MaSS program at UCLA. History teaches us to look at the past as a guide for the future. It also trains us to be empathic and consider the impact of policies from the bottom up as well as the top down. I will leave you with a few words of wisdom from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." But I will add this, please don't forget to stay in touch. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the graduating Masters of Social Science cohort. I'm so proud of you and so honored to have had the opportunity to work with you. In fact, I have so many fond memories of our weeks together, 9 weeks together to be precise, because our 10th week was interrupted by the COVID pandemic and by quarantine. And the disbanding of our class a week early, just as we were poised to present your independent projects and to celebrate together as a group, that pausing really reinforced what a pleasure and a delight in-person learning is, and what a pleasure and delight our 9 weeks together were. I saw you grow so much as students individually and as a group. I was thrilled by your creativity and your drive and your passion for learning, by all of the magnificent presentations that you pulled together, whether humorous or intense or frivolous, but all edifying and useful and the product of great imaginations and minds. Going forward, I wish for you that your time here at UCLA brings you skills, brings you opportunities, brings you an appreciation for the importance of in-depth one-on-one group learning, and the importance of a cohort that will, I hope, create for you a professional and personal community going forward through your lives. I have been asked to give you words of encouragement, and I would say that this is a time that is unexpected for all of us. hard to understand, and difficult to predict its ending. But I do think that it reminds us so profoundly that so many of the things we hold most dear as scholars, as students, and as members of a global community are the things that are now on pause, but that will be brought back to us. The importance of connection, of community, of learning, of reading, of critical engagement with the world around us. How much more we need that now than ever, and how profoundly this master's program, I think, has offered you the skills to deploy those techniques and those assets in a challenged but resilient world. So congratulations, a pleasure to work with you, and I hope someday we will have a reunion and I can raise a glass in celebration of your achievement with you.
Hey MaSS class of 2020, I don't know if you remember me, but you took my class back in only 5 months ago, but I guess that feels like about 3 years in pandemic time. I miss seeing you guys. Back then, it seemed like having this baby was a big disruption, but that was just practice getting ready for all the rest of the disruptions you were going to have to your class this year. But you made it. Congratulations. And I'm so excited for all of you. I'm sure you've learned a lot, and I hope that you take everything you've learned and go out and make a difference in the world. Good luck to you all.
Your class of 2020, otherwise distinguished as the COVID class. I'm Andrew Apter in African and Afro-Atlantic History, and I also direct UCLA's African Studies Center. In addition, I've been privileged to teach in the Master of Social Science program since its inception 3 years ago. I work at the crossroads of history and anthropology, and you guys are also at a kind of crossroads, a turning point in history, which, as engaged social scientists, equips you well for the challenges ahead. We don't know what the future holds, but with your training, you can imagine different possible pathways that will unfold, some full of promise, others bordering on the apocalyptic, and many somewhere in between. As they say in Nigeria, no condition is permanent. Studying social sciences, both theoretically and in an applied capacity, helps you make history. First, I want to congratulate you on graduating from UCLA with an MA in social science. Graduation is not meant to be easy because a rigorous education has to be challenging, and you have pushed yourselves to higher levels of research and writing over the last year. For me, the most enjoyable part of teaching you this quarter has been learning from you, primarily through your outstanding class presentations. All of them, without exception, have been excellent. Secondly, a few words of parting advice. Take intellectual risks that push our thinking outside of the box. Don't be afraid to make bold interventions in your work. In my opinion, a bold idea that initially fails is much more interesting and worthwhile than a conventional idea that reinforces the status quo. I think you know that about me by now. And finally, throw yourself out there, whether it is on the African continent where I conduct my research, in the political hotspots flaring up all over the world, in the global megacities, or in the world's rural outposts, or even in a corporate boardroom that puts profits before people. Make a difference. Make a difference that counts. And finally, as the Latin motto goes, arduus ad solem, reach for the sun. Go for it. Set the bar high. And best of luck.
Hi, everyone. One of my most memorable moments with you guys was actually in the very beginning, when I saw a group of strangers get together to build the best damn spaghetti marshmallow structure that they could. And that was really cool to witness because it told me right then and there that you guys were all here for the same reasons. That you were open-minded intellectual individuals looking for answers to difficult questions, and that you were willing to do the work no matter what it took to reach your goals. And I think that's really special, and I respect you all for that, because despite the crazy circumstances that this year threw us all in, you adapted so well, and you remained so driven and tenacious and determined to achieve your goals. I really don't know what there is to not admire. So yeah, I mean, maybe the world isn't what it was when you first began, but I have no doubts that you're going to thrive regardless. So please don't be strangers. I enjoyed this year so much. It was probably one of my favorite years with this program, and that was definitely because of all of you. So yeah, good luck, congratulations, and yeah, you freaking did it. All right, take care. Can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you amazing people.
It is now my great pleasure to turn things over to Dr. Tammy Kreber-Sadlick, who needs no introduction to our students, but to others, I will tell you that she is a adjunct professor of anthropology here at UCLA and also the academic director of the MaSS program. And Tammy is going to introduce our student speaker.
Thank you, Juliet, for your fierce and inspiring leadership. The MaSS cohort has selected a student representative to say a few words, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you to Vanuhi Vartanian.
Good evening to the third graduating class of the UCLA Master of Social Sciences program, our incredible faculty and staff, and all our family and friends who have tuned in to our virtual commencement ceremony. It is an honor and a privilege to represent such an intelligent and diverse cohort as your student speaker today. My name is Vanuhi Vartanian. I'm a first-generation college graduate from the University of California, Berkeley, and today I will also be the first in my family to obtain a master's degree from UCLA. My family came to America when I was just 4 years old. Following the collapse of the USSR, they escaped extreme poverty, war, an energy crisis, and governmental corruption in the former Soviet Republic of Armenia. I didn't have any trouble adapting to public school in Los Angeles, but without being fluent in English and having accredited degrees, it was nearly impossible for my parents to achieve their dreams in the United States. Because of this, I've always felt an inherent pressure to fulfill the American dream for my parents in an effort to prove that their sacrifice was worth it. With my newly acquired master's degree, more doors are open for me than my parents could have ever dreamt of, and I'm thankful for that. So since we're all about statistics in the MaSS program, I'm gonna let you in on a few facts. According to a 2018 study conducted by the US Census Bureau, only 13% of the population has a master's degree. Today, we become a part of that population. So let's take a look at our sample. Of the 22 graduates of this year's cohort, 8 grew up in the United States. Among these 8, 5 grew up in households where English was not their first language. The remaining 14 students grew up in other countries and had entirely different life experiences than the other 8. I know this because this diverse group of individuals has come to know one another as more than just classmates. We've started off as academics, we've become friends, and we will soon become colleagues in the academic, personal, and professional fields. With all the different and unique worldviews brought into the MaSS Lounge, we often found ourselves engaging in endless discussions about social issues during class that often spilled over to Thursday night chill sessions on the rooftop, where we discussed even further. This didn't stop when MaSS Lounge turned into a Zoom party. If you told me a year ago that there would be a pandemic that shut down the whole world, sent half my cohort to their home countries in our last quarter, and resulted in us completing our master's degree through Zoom, I would not have believed you. No one could have guessed that we would be participating in a virtual graduation ceremony from the comfort of our homes, with our friends and family tuning in on a YouTube live stream while people all over the world are practicing safe distancing measures and protesting for equality and police reform. So as much as ceremonies are important to mark an end and a new beginning, what's more important is taking a moment to appreciate all we have accomplished and all we have yet to accomplish. Throughout this program, we've learned about marginalized populations and social disparities, about racial inequalities and injustices faced by vulnerable populations. But most of all, we've learned that it takes a great social scientist to be able to analyze the important interconnections between society, policy, and people. Today, we become one of the great scholars and researchers who we have learned from, read about, and even criticized. We've been exposed to more knowledge now and more perspectives than the generations before us, both from our world-renowned faculty at UCLA and from our peers. With the sociological foundations of Michel Foucault and Judith Butler, and the more than ever relevant contributions of Robin Kelley, Michelle Alexander, and Forrest Stewart, and the quantitative and qualitative research skills we have under our belt, our cohort has the unique opportunity to help change the world, and I'm excited to see what each and every one of us accomplishes in the years to come. On that note, we as a cohort would like to thank our directors, Dr. Juliet Williams and Dr. Tamar Kramer-Sadlik, for guiding and supporting us through this program. Thank you to our professors and our TAs for leading engaging discussions about social issues and theories and sculpting our research skills. Thank you to our incredible Christy for making our experience in mass enjoyable, answering all our questions and being a great friend to all of us. And thank you to Paul for being our tech guru and making sure our Zoom classes and this graduation ceremony run smoothly. I'd like to close by acknowledging the anxieties that all of the 2020 grads are facing right now. With hiring freezes and unemployment at an all-time high, I want to encourage you all to stay positive and keep working towards your goal. Winston Churchill said, "The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, but the optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty." Thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Vanui. It was great. It is now time to recognize each of our outstanding graduates and their individual capstone projects. Jacques Bastian, sharing meaning across temporal, spatial, and cultural boundaries, a Shuchen analysis of religious commonality in Buddhist meditation traditions. Anderson Chen, all aboard the Panda Express, how Asian cuisine impacts cultural identity for the modern Asian American diaspora.
Hi everyone, my name is Anderson. It's been an incredible journey. UCLA, master's degree at UCLA, so I'm really proud of myself. And first of all, I have to thank my family for all the support they have given to me. And also my mentor, Adam, thank you so much. I cannot make it this far without your support. And lastly, I have a little song for MaSS 2020. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Thank you so much.
Shuyu Gao, peers, siblings, and parents, 3 socializing factors of adolescent substance use.
Thank you, Candy. I would like to first thank my parents for the unconditional support they've provided me since the beginning of my life. I could never go this far without them. It has been a great journey this 9 months, working with my wonderful colleagues and our great professors. Really sad to say goodbye now, but I wish each one of you the best of luck for your future. Thank you.
Alexa Gonzalez, the role of social science in epidemic response efforts. Lessons learned from the 2014-2016 Ebola outbreak in West Africa.
Hi, everyone. This is an exciting time for all of us, and I just wanted to thank each and every one of you because I really did learn something from everyone. And special thanks to Juliet, Tammy, and Christy for always making yourself available and for getting us through this last quarter, despite being in the midst of a pandemic. So thank you so much, and I wanted to say thank you to my family. Thank you.
Mengwei Grace Tian, the education dynamics of anti-intellectualism and how it has influenced American students.
Hello everyone, I have been really grateful for making progress with the amazing social scientists in cohort. The insightful conversations I had with you guys made my graduate school experience even more wonderful. I'm also thankful for the support I received from the professors, today's Christy, and everyone in the math program. This social science is my destiny. I believe that growing with all of you guys was also meant to be.
Maxwell Iskiev, Pandemics and Homelessness, Defining a Strategy to Protect Our Most Vulnerable Citizens.
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank my family, my mom, my brother, the rest of my family, my girlfriend, who has participated in all of the classes this quarter right next to me, and her family. And thank you to all our great professors and Christy, of course, for making this program such an amazing experience.
Andrea Lam, Food and Identity, the case of the Yellow Economic Circle in Hong Kong.
Hi everyone, it's my pleasure to know all of you, and I'll always remember you. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I always remember you.
Emma Grace Lee, Why Do Cyber Attackers Attack? Rethinking Cyber State Defense Strategy.
Hey everyone! It's been an amazing year with all of you guys, and I only wish that we had more time together. I want to thank all of you for making this journey such an enriching and enjoyable one. And I want to thank all my closest friends and family out there for all the love and support. I love all of you, and I wish you all the best in everything you do till we meet again.
Michael McCann, The Tale of Two Evangelicals, American Political Partnership and Progressive Evangelicals' Search for an Organizational Identity.
Hey! I'm just so grateful for this experience this year, and I just got to thank my wife Abigail for all the support, and of course my family and friends. I couldn't have done it without you, and I'm just so excited for what the future holds for all of us, and yeah, just very grateful.
Samuel Oluwasun Olanrewaju, Interviewing racial ethnic minority social media users is crucial in bridging healthcare inequality gap.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you all. It's been a very eventful year. I pray that we all go on to make great changes in the world to make the world a better place. I want to thank my family, my friends, my girlfriend also for being here every single time, helping me through this struggle. I want to thank everyone that's been involved in this program, including Christy, and I want to thank God. Thank you all and have a blessed day.
Isabella Ordaz, Waves of the Same Sea, Intergenerational Feminist Inheritances.
Me gustaría agradecer a mis abuelitas, María Ordaz Arias y María Cruz Ábalos, y la memoria de mis abuelitos Juan Ordaz y Rogelio Ábalos. Lo que aprendí en este programa que fuera más importante es que la esfuerza y poder espiritual de mis abuelitos es la corazón de mi historia social en este país nueva para toda la familia. Les quiero mucho. That was for all my Spanish-speaking relatives listening. And it would be, while celebrating this, resilience of someone who is of Mexican descent is really cool. It would be amiss for me not to mention the need to mourn the deaths of multiple Black citizens across the United States, including the death of Robert Fuller in Palmdale, California today at 3:30 a.m. Black Lives Matter, thank you very much. And I love MaSS and I love everyone here.
Arnav Patel, Implications of the Special Metaphor for the Creation and Use of Facebook and WhatsApp.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank my family and my girlfriend and my friends, of course, for supporting me through the entire program. And of course, the faculty staff, Christy, and of course, the rest of the cohort. I think what made the program really special was hanging out with you guys in the lounge after classes, and even when we were going through the COVID pandemic, hanging out with you guys on Zoom. Hope we can stay in touch.
Anthony Reichenbach, The Good Choice, Moral Psychological Perspective on Politics.
Hi, everyone. Well, here I am on time this time. A wise Bulgarian once said to me that I'm like the grime of New York. No matter who you are, you have to deal with me. And thank you all for dealing with me. On a more serious note, I owe way too many people, too many things to thank everyone. So just thank you, everyone who I owe something to.
Juan Jose Reyes, Addressing the Margins, an attempt at understanding delinquency engagement of Californians' youth.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank each and every one of you for teaching me something both about yourself and about myself. It has been great. I wish we had another 3 quarters together, but we have to keep going on with our journeys. Y también le quiero dar un gran saludo a mi familia de mi querida Huachapán. Los quiero mucho, los extraño y ojalá que los mire muy pronto.
Ziding Shen, Problematizing Marxist Feminism Solutions to Unpaid Reproductive Labor.
Hello, everyone. It's been a great pleasure to live and learn at UCLA. Thanks to all the opportunities for personal and professional development in the program. I have learned a lot, and I'm grateful for all the support I've got from professors and other students, and also Christy. Well, anyway, it's not a goodbye right now, so just keep in touch.
Joyce Yu She Sung, Unwrapping the Political and Social Reasons for Taiwan's Successful COVID-19 Prevention.
Thank you, everyone in this cohort, and also my mom and dad, of course. It's a great pleasure to be in this very, very special class of 2020, and I guess we have like a special status, right? So since we're not technically in person to say goodbye, so I guess this is definitely not an end for us, right? So, and I also couldn't be happier that about the great minds that clicked together and the friends that I made throughout the program. And I can't wait to see you guys soon.
Sebastian Suarez, The Reproduction of Violence, a Theoretical Framework for the Relationship Between Political Legitimacy and Violence in Authoritarian Regimes.
First of all, me gustaría darle muchas gracias a mis papás, a mi familia, a mi hermana. También darle gracias a Dios por todo el apoyo que me dieron. And I also want to say thank you to all the cohort. You were like very special guys, and just to say that my picture is already outdated, it means that we had a very good adventure.
Hong Ming Tang, Poverty and Decision Making, Theory, Evidence, and Policy.
Hi everyone, it's very pleasure to study with you guys, and may all of you have a prosperous future and make contributions to your own fields.
Vanui Vartanian, Coronavirus Conspiracy Theories, the people that believe them, and the reasons that they do so.
Hi again, everyone. I've already said a lot, but I also want to take this moment to thank my family, my friends, and my boyfriend, both downstairs in the living room and also live streaming on YouTube, for always encouraging, supporting, and loving me. Yes, thank you.
Ting Zhu, Sex-differentiated parenting control among diverse racial youth, racial minority families impose more control over girls than boys.
Firstly, thanks to everyone for being an indispensable part of my graduate study. I gained a lot from our program, gaining more practical research experience, preparing myself for the future, and make many friends from different backgrounds. Also, because of the pandemic, I realized how valuable it was to have classes in person with you guys. And I feel a little bit regretful that we can't have the ceremony together in person. But I'm extremely looking forward to see you guys in person in the future. And most importantly, I wish everyone healthy, safe, and happy. Thanks again to everyone and my supportive family, friends, and boyfriend. Thank you.
Kate Zhang, Impact of Multicultural Experience on Stereotypes and Prejudice.
Hi, this is Kate. I want to thank everyone. It's been a really great pleasure for me to working and learning with you guys. I love to have a cohort. And also thanks all the professors, all the faculty. Christy, thanks for your helps in the 3 quarters. And lastly, I want to thank my sister. She didn't make to my last commitment last year, but she made to this one. So it's great to have a family members here. Thanks everyone. Hope I can see you guys soon.
Terry Zhu, Exploring the Social Economic Factors that Drive the Disparities in American Citizens' Attitudes Toward Immigration.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you to all of you for being so supportive all the time. I'm not good at making speech, but all of you know how much I love you all.
Well, it is my great pleasure at this moment to invite all of the graduates onto our virtual stage for the turning of the tassel. So graduates, as you may know, the turning of the tassel is our way of symbolizing that you are now entering the world as masters of social science. So on my count of 3, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, turn. Congratulations to everybody. We are almost, but not quite finished with our program. There are just a couple of more things. The first is some thank yous. So I do want to thank Paul Connor, our technological wizard, for everything he's done throughout the years, making us all feel like celebrities in front of the camera and producing this wonderful event today. I want to acknowledge Christy Portlock, our student affairs officer, and so much more. I think everyone can agree that she is an extraordinary person, capable, creative, compassionate, and now more than ever, I can't imagine us coming through this without her. And I would also like to thank Dr. Tammy Kremer-Sadlick for her incredible dedication day in, day out to bringing out the best in each and every one of us. You all know that Tammy is as brilliant as she is committed. She's also very humble, but now is a time that I hope you'll appreciate our thanks. So now, my friends, it is almost time to say goodbye. And we wish you all the best. We already are looking forward to meeting again. But I would like to invite the cohort to join me in giving you a true Bruin send-off. So we are now going to together do the UCLA 8 clap by way of celebrating all of you, your incredible accomplishments this year and all that lies before you. So congratulations, MaSS class of 2020. Ready? Okay, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You. L.
C.
A.
U.
C.
Fight.
Congratulations, MaSS class of 2020.
Congratulations, class 2020.